So, Fran, it's such a great pleasure to meet you and such an honor.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We don't get stars coming this way all that often.
Oh, wow.
And so it's really wonderful to have you here at the Women's National Democratic Club tonight. Tell me a little bit about why you felt it was important to be in Washington at this time during the Trump inaugural festivities.
Well, I think that while the nation is particularly divided, and I think that it's really important that I make a lot of noise to remind people that poor health and cancer is nonpartisan. And it's really important that on this particular issue, we really see our common denominators. Poor health is the great equalizer, and it really doesn't matter what your gender, ethnicity, economic bracket, or partisanship is. And I think that it's time for us to wake up and realize that with over 90% of cancers being environmentally stimulated, and the home being the most toxic place we spend the most time in, and 1 out of 2 men and 1 out of 3 women getting cancer in their lifetime, and the children of today, for the first time in U.S. history, predicted to not live as long as their parents. I really think the jig is up, and we have to use, particularly with women, and this is what I'm going to be speaking to, as the largest consumers in the nation, that we have to use our purchasing power and good old-fashioned all-American consumerism to dictate responsible manufacturing, because it's really incomprehensible that things on the supermarket shelf are giving us cancer. And really, we have to stop, aiding and abetting that by mindlessly purchasing things without thought or consequence.
Absolutely. What's your message for Mr. Trump this weekend on the occasion of his inaugural? Is he somebody that you think you could work with on this subject? He seems to be fairly open to, especially he's interested in the whole
I can work
thing.
with, I've worked with the most conservative Republicans on the Hill, and was extremely effective in getting a bill passed by unanimous consent, which means all 100 senators said yes, Fran.
Oh, congratulations.
So there are more things that we have in common than we differ on. And I'm excited because I think that an unexpected silver lining to this election is that people have taken to the streets, that people are no longer complacent, and their voice is being fired up, and that's great. That's America. And I would love it if he would make me the non-doctor patient advisor on the president's cancer panel. I think it would be a win-win situation. I want to represent my point of view on behalf of the American people, and I'm happy to do it in this administration, especially in this administration, because for me, the toxic environment of every American's home, for the most part, is making us sick, and we really don't realize that. And so, I want women, all consumers, when they go out and replace products for what they're eating, what they're putting on their skin, all of their personal care items, and what they're cleaning and gardening with, that's the Cancer Schmancer Challenge. That's what my organization that I founded as a consequence of my own cancer survival. It's our very big and progressive radical program. It's putting the onus back in the hands of citizens and not waiting for legislators to pass regulations to tell you what's good and what's bad. I don't feel optimistic that it's going to happen in anybody's lifetime anytime soon.
But you're looking for people power.
That it's all about people power. Take back your power, people. And because the power of the people is greater than the people in power.
I like that. So you're marching this weekend, but you're marching basically not as a protest to the Trump administration, but more as a solidarity with women.
I'm not, you know, it doesn't feel for me positive in any way to be protesting the president-elect. It's happening, and I, who have been a victim of rape and also a cancer survivor, understand through life experience that, you know, you have to play the hand that's been dealt you. It may not be what you wanted, but at some point you have to stop kicking and screaming and ask yourself, am I hurting myself worse than I've already been hurt? And then you play the hand that's been dealt you. You play it as elegantly and courageously as you possibly can. And then what ends up happening more often than not is something that you didn't expect occurs. And sometimes the best gifts come in the ugliest packages.
Thank you so much. What
You're
a
welcome.
wonderful interview. What a wonderful person you are.
That's
It's such
sweet.
a
I appreciate
pleasure
that.
to meet
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you for doing this.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Thank you for being here tonight.
Peace.